after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: win, baby.
What is good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex back with you another video. We got breaking news when it comes to the game tomorrow versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I just made a preview video talking about this, and one of the biggest question marks was the injury report when it comes to our quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, I was fully expected that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to suit up. Everything seemed to trend towards the direction that he will be able to play. He was officially listed as questionable, and just now we got the official confirmation from ESPN's Adam Schefter that reported Jimmy Garoppolo will miss tomorrow's game due to the concussion protocol, and this just changes absolutely everything for the Las Vegas Raiders tomorrow in a game where it's a must-win game for the Raiders if they want to keep their season alive. If Josh McDaniels wants to try to win back the fan base a little bit, if you go 1-3, you know, your chances of making the playoffs just statistically drastically drop. And not only that, it's just never good to lose 3 games in a row, and most importantly to a divisional rival. Now, the biggest question mark now is with Jimmy Garoppolo being out, who is going to start at the quarterback position for the Raiders? Look, I mean, I haven't gotten no official confirmation. We still don't know just yet, but from everything I've been hearing throughout the week, it seems like, and not just me, you know, Vic Tafer, other insiders out there have put this out. They believe veteran quarterback Brian Hoyer will be the quarterback tomorrow if Jimmy Garoppolo was to miss. And if this is a scenario, I am super worried about tomorrow's game. If Brian Hoyer is starting out there, I mean, the guy looked terrible in preseason. You know, just imagine what he's going to look like out there in the regular season. And just in general, man, Brian Hoyer's never been a good quarterback in my opinion. He is what he is. He's just another coach on the roster essentially for this team, a guy who knows the playbook, a guy who is going to help a young guy like Aiden O'Connell learn this offense. And really, this is another misstep that I thought we had in our offseason. I would have liked to see us get a legitimate backup quarterback, because with Jimmy Garoppolo, you got to know the chance was going to be there for him to miss a game or two due to injury. But I hope I am very wrong. I hope Brian Hoyer isn't the starter out there. I can just imagine too, if Brian Hoyer is a starter and the Raiders struggle on offense, you know, imagine if we start the game with 3 and outs. We have to punt the ball. Offense can't get going. I can just imagine this fan base who will be vast majority Raiders fans in the building. I can just imagine these guys rioting, just booing Josh McDaniels off this field, you know, trying to urge him to get Aiden O'Connell out there. Now look, it also isn't an ideal scenario for Aiden O'Connell either, because ideally with a rookie, you would like to, you know, get him in there when you think he's fully ready. I don't know if he's really fully ready after 3 weeks in a preseason, but at the same time, you got to think about what's best for the team, who gives you the best shot to win tomorrow. And me personally, I think that's Aiden O'Connell 100%. I think Aiden O'Connell, even though he might not be fully ready, which, you know, we're not going to know too until he plays, but even if he's not fully ready, I think he at least gives you some upside to get a victory compared to a guy like Brian Hoyer. And look, at the very least, Aiden O'Connell has shown that he can make throws down the field, which is something that this offense has been lacking severely. He's very accurate throwing the football. In the preseason, he showed that he can throw balls in tight windows with great accuracy. He just had a great poise and command of the offense. And I understand that's preseason. That may not translate tomorrow versus the Chargers if he ends up playing. But he also didn't play with the offensive starters on this team like Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers. I think these weapons can make any quarterback look better, but, you know, we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. I really hope we get a chance to see Aiden O'Connell out there. Like I said, I think he gives you so much more upside, and you never know, the kid might go out there and have a good performance. If he has a good performance, and look, at that point you got a legitimate quarterback competition. And at the end of the day, the Raiders aren't fully committed to Jimmy Garoppolo. They can get out of his contract at the end of this offseason or next year if they really wanted to. But it's going to be crazy to see what happens. As I said, if Brian Hoyer's out there, I think we're going to lose this game 100%. If Aiden O'Connell's out there, at least he gives us a shot. But either way, I mean, how does this change the game moving forward? Well, the Chargers still have a lot of people out, so that's an advantage for us. Joey Bosa's not going to be out there. Derwin James isn't out there. Austin Eckler might not be out there, so that does help the Raiders a bit. Also, too, we have to just make sure it will Max Crosby play tomorrow. I think he will, but, you know, I also thought Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be out there, and, you know, we just got the report that he's not going to be available for tomorrow's game. But the way this changes the game, well, now, you know, I've said in the past we need the run game, but now we absolutely need the run game, because whether you got Brian Hoyer out there or a rookie like Aiden O'Connell, look, young rookies, they need a strong ground game, a strong presence when it comes to running the rock. That way they're not forced in the same situation that Jimmy Garoppolo was forced in, where he has to drop back 30, 40 plus times. So if there's ever a week where Josh Jacobs needs to have a breakout game and the O-line has to do a much better job run blocking, it's going to be this week if the Raiders want a chance to win this game. Look, we'll just see what happens tomorrow, but Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know, do you guys want to see Aiden O'Connell out there tomorrow? With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.